Hello, this is video chapter 15, section 2 on pages 606 to 613 in your textbook, and it is all about the nervous system. I'm Mrs. Erling, and Mr. Knox and Mrs. Kim are here today as well. The central nervous system consists of your brain and your spinal cord. Your peripheral nervous system consists of all of the nerves. So let's talk more about the central nervous system. It includes the brain, like we talked about in the last video. It is located in the skull and controls most of the functions of the body. It also includes the spinal cord, which is a thick column of nervous tissue that links the brain to the rest of the nerves around the body. So you can think of the central nervous system as the control center for your body. It's like the traffic cop directing what everyone else is doing. The peripheral nervous system consists of nerves, which are bundles of nerve fibers that control voluntary actions and involuntary actions. So remember, voluntary actions are things you consciously choose to do. Involuntary actions are things you don't, your brain tells your body to do without you stopping to think about it. You can think of the peripheral nervous system like the drivers and pedestrians being directed by the traffic cop.
Okay, your brain is divided into three regions. The cerebrum is the largest portion of your brain. It's all this stuff up here. The brainstem is the smallest part of your brain, right here. And then the cerebellum is the part right back here, and it's as if the eyes are over here looking in that direction. So this is the back, and this is the front, and it's a side view. Cerebrum is the largest, cerebellum is the second largest, and the brainstem is the smallest. It's right down here. The parts of the brain. The cerebrum is the largest part, like I just said, and it controls things like using your five senses: smelling, tasting, hearing, seeing. It also controls your movement, allows you to move, and this is the part of the brain that you use when you are learning, studying, doing your homework, and so forth. The brainstem, remember, was the smallest part, and then even though it's small, it's very important. It controls involuntary things like your heart beating, breathing without thinking about it, breathing at night when you're sleeping. And the cerebellum, the middle part that was in the back, controls muscle action and balance. So if you were a gymnast, you would definitely use the cerebrum for your movement, cerebellum for balance, and then of course you would need the brainstem to help you breathe and monitor the heart rate while you're doing your moves. Okay, cerebrum. If you look on page 609, you can see a diagram of it. It's divided into a right side and a left side. The right side controls the left side of your body, and it controls things like being artistic and creative. The left half of the cerebrum controls the right side of your body, and it's more involved with thinking, mathematical thinking, logical thinking. So let's think about it. Are you a more creative person? Are you a right brain person? Or are you very logical and good at memorizing? Are you a left brain person? Are you both? Some of you might say neither. Okay, so let's talk about the cerebrum and what part of the cerebrum controls what kind of actions. Smell is up here towards the front. Abstract thinking, thinking about difficult things, right up here. Speaking, here. Remember, this is the front of the face and this is the back of the head. Movement is up here. Hearing, right here towards the center. Touch, sense of touch. Taste, towards the back. Reading, further back. And vision is way in the back. Okay, so it's really important that you wear your helmet when you ride your bike or rollerblade, because if you fell back and hit this part of your cerebrum, it could damage your vision.
No, it's still the same video. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. So we have your five senses. Your five senses, these are part of your sensory neurons. You have vision, you have a bunch of nerves in your eyes, hearing, smelling, touching, and tasting. These are your sensory neurons that send information to the brain. And this is, as we talked about in the first video, chapter 15, section 1, it's your sensory neurons, inner neurons, motor neurons, all work together so you guys respond to the environment. However, sometimes that is not always the case. There is something called reflexes. And a reflex is a response that happens automatically without you thinking about it. And this happens to, this is a evolutionary thing, so you guys are able to survive. Think about the reflexes, like your eyes are pretty darn important. You have a reflex that shut your eyes automatically to help protect the eyes. Your knee is another example of a reflex action, where the doctor bangs your knee and you automatically move up. That reflex is there to protect your joint of the knee, because if you think about it, way back when, caveman time, your knees were pretty important. If you could not run, you were pretty much dead. So reflexes are bypass the brain, and they're there to help protect your body. So that is chapter 15, section 2. Thank you.